Welcome to Jamaica. We're doing the highlights of Ocho Rios tour today through the ship. We're going to taste some coffee, banana bread, see some waterfalls, and enjoy some shopping. Let's go. We kicked off our day by leaving the ship early so we could tour around the historic port of Falmouth, Jamaica before our tour. And if you want to pose with a sign, they had one right as you left the pier. It was early when we arrived, so not everything was open, but there were quite a few souvenir shops, artisan market areas, and bars and restaurants to visit here. If you're just tuning into the channel, we went on a Caribbean cruise on the Norwegian Epic, and I'm sharing our full cruise experience, so be sure to check out my previous videos and follow along to see our overall thoughts of this ship, our itinerary, and what we got up to in each port. We made it off the ship and it actually didn't take too long. We were quite surprised because we have been lining up for everything this week so far, but it was pretty quick to get off. We made our way through the little market area and now we're over by the coaches waiting to board so that we can go on our Ocho Rios highlights tour. I think it's about 5.5 hours and I'm pretty excited to go see the island.
We're now on Highway 2000. Yeah, man? Look how clear and beautiful the water is down below. When you come back next week, we can go river diving.
Our tour guide was quite informative along the route to our different stops and even had us singing to some of the classic Jamaican tunes along the way. It was definitely a fun ride. We made it to our first stop of the tour and we are here to get a coffee and sample some banana bread. It is located on a very beautiful waterfront property, so it's a perfect spot to come and take some photos and videos as well. Once we arrived, we found some seats and waited for our snack. My banana bread was so delicious, it wasn't overly sweet, and the coffee was definitely strong to my liking. It was so nice, we just drank it black, and I highly recommend it. A note if you're coming here, they seated us up on the upper deck, so there was little to no shade. So make sure if you need sun protection, you bring a hat and some sunscreen. We enjoyed the snack to start our day, and after we were done, we had a few minutes to check out the area and enjoy the incredible scenery and ocean views. Our second stop on our tour today is to go shopping at this plaza in Ocho Rios. It's very commercialized here, but there are lots of souvenir stores if you want to stop and get anything to take home with you. And one of the ones we went into was offering free rum tastings, and they were very generous. So we had a great time shopping around, and we're gonna go see what else we can find. When we were leaving the coach, our tour guide let us know which stores to check out first, specifically the one with the free rum tasting, and it was definitely worth it. They were very generous with their samples. We had about 30 minutes to go around and shop here, and in my opinion, that was probably about 20 minutes too much for us because we never really buy anything. But some people are enjoying browsing around, but you get about 30 minutes to shop on this tour. If you're looking to get some souvenirs, this is the perfect spot because there are numerous stores offering different souvenir items like clothing, magnets, spices, alcohol, and more. The prices were also a little bit cheaper than the ones we noticed by the port. We didn't buy anything and probably would have preferred another scenic stop instead. Our next stop is at a waterfall and garden area, so we get to go on a tour and a leisurely stroll, and apparently they even have some animals here. Konoko Falls and Park was a beautiful scenic stop with lots of beautiful plants and gardens. They even had a koi pond, and along the way we learned about the natural landscape and plants of Jamaica, along with some other interesting info like local Jamaican phrases. Now we are going through this beautiful jungle area, and I think we're getting closer to the falls. After the leisurely walk, we stopped back at the small museum area and then made our way to the falls through a parking lot area and gatehouse. The tour continued here, and we were greeted with some photo opportunities with a parrot and iguana. Of course, the animal handlers were looking for tips, but they did offer to take photos and videos for you. There were more animals over here, including turtles, other tropical birds, and a massive crocodile, or maybe it was an alligator. Either way, it was huge. There was also a bar and grill here, but we didn't have time to stop for any food or drinks on this part of the tour. Past this area was the waterfall and scenic viewpoint, and it's definitely a pretty sight to see. I also think it would have been nice to spend a little bit more time at the falls, so if you aren't coming as part of a tour, you can spend as much time as you'd like here, but the tour was a little bit rushed. It's so beautiful here. Alright, I found myself at the back of the tour, which is absolutely fine by me because that means I'm just taking pictures and videos and everyone else is already past and out of them. That's something to note if you're coming here, is that everyone obviously wants to get their picture by the beautiful scenery, so you have to bring some patience when you come, or head to the back or the front of the tour because then you get pictures and videos without other people in them. Another good thing to know is that there is a very steep decline and incline to get in and out of here, so if you do have any mobility issues, just make sure you bring something like to help you along here, but they do have some ropes along the side. I think we had a really good experience here because the weather was so nice and breezy, but otherwise it might have been really hot and sweaty. So come prepared for the heat, bring a hat, some water. It's definitely a little hot right now. If I had any feedback on this tour, it would be I wish they spent way less time shopping and took us somewhere else with beautiful scenery or to like a lookout at a beach or something, but otherwise I really enjoyed this stop and our first stop. We made it back to the port area and had a bit of time to look around with all of the stores open. There were even live musicians playing throughout the port area, and it was quite the lively place to be. Overall, we really enjoyed this tour. However, we do wish that we had more time in each location and that we could have swapped out the souvenir shopping stop for something else a little bit more scenic or informative. But because we had food and drinks included on the ship and we aren't souvenir shoppers, we decided to head back to the ship for a late lunch. It was pretty easy to get back on, but security was rather slow in the port. It made boarding the ship easier though, and we were able to scan our card and just walk right on. Then we made our way up to the pool deck to enjoy some live music, wait in another long line for a drink, and then we enjoyed some amazing sail away views of Jamaica. I hope this video could be helpful for you if you're planning a trip here in the future and wondering if you should do a tour or not. You can also just stay in the port, and they have tons of things that you can do like shopping, places to eat, drink, and live music. Anyways, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Coming up, I'll be sharing our day in Georgetown, Grand Cayman, and what we thought of our experience there, so stay tuned for that.